very good comparison. Ryan Spangler should take film of Corey Violette and try to emulate what he did. At this stage of his career, I think what Ryan can learn from watching how Corey used to play was Corey was phenomenal at rebounding outside of his area. A lot of times, any big guy can get the ball that's coming right to him, but Corey was amazing at going and getting a rebound that somebody else should have got, even if it was his own teammate. I'm sure there was plenty of times he took rebounds away from Richard Fox.
Well, I should have averaged 10 rebounds a game, but that guy kept stealing my rebounds. I give him a hard time every day when I see him. So, you know, I think the big difference, though, is Corey could really jump. He had great bounce and lift to his game for a guy his size. I'm not seeing that from Ryan quite yet, but I think he's got the body and the athletic ability to get better at that.
Guys, Gonzaga is going to be 4-0, but look at the meat of the schedule coming. Notre Dame, Illinois, Michigan State, Oral Roberts is good, and then Arizona. I mean, you got possibly 2 or 3 conference champions in that list, probably all NCAA tournament teams. I mean, this next 5-game stretch, we're going to find out a lot about this young Zag team.
It's quite a test, and I think if you ask these players on Gonzaga, especially the young guys, that's why they want to come to Gonzaga. It's not because they've won 11, 12, 13 straight conference titles or whatever it may be. It's because they play one of the best schedules year in and year out to prepare them to play well in the NCAA tournament.
Time now to announce our player of the game, presented by A to Z Rental. No job too big or too small. With 7 convenient locations, we rent everything. Let A to Z Rental be your most valuable player for all your rental needs. Tonight's player of the game, David Stockton. 10 points, 3 of 3 shooting, 2 of 2 from behind 3, 4 assists. He's been a great game manager in this game as well.
And by my count, no turnovers in those minutes. He's just been terrific. You know, Kevin struggled there in the first half, and Coach Shu just gave the keys to David. He did an excellent job running the ship. And as a result, you know, you're able to weather that storm in the first half, that run Western Michigan made to you, and you ended up going to the locker room with the lead. I think David may have put together his best half there in the first half he's had as a Zag.
Matisse Kaida, number 25 on the floor now for GU. And you got to give David some credit, too. Dower with a great finish.
Now, they got away with that possession, but Kevin Pangos, you're the point guard there. You got to go get that ball in your hands. They had some guys making decisions with the ball there that kind of were 50-50 plays. This is part of the game. You got to make sure you close this thing out.
Spangler called on the foul there. Complete the thought on David Stockton, though. Well, when you go out and you recruit a point guard that comes in with all the notoriety that Kevin Pangos came in here with, I mean, it's easy for a kid to drop his head. And
especially after the WSU game, see the guy knocked down 9 threes, tie a school record. You hardly touch the floor in a big game, interstate game. It's easy to just hang your head, quit, feel sorry for yourself, but you know, you saw the complete opposite with him. He came in the Hawaii game, gave you excellent minutes, finished the game out with Kevin out there on the floor. I think you'll see that look quite a bit for GU. He's just a hard-nosed kid. I mean, it's part of how he grew up, his parents, just his makeup. He's not going to feel sorry for himself. He'll continue to get better, and I think Coach Lee really respects that about him and likes the fact that he brings that kind of, moxie, that attitude onto the floor with him, and it's contagious with his teammates. I mean, you see it when he comes out there on the floor. The energy level goes up immediately. The toughness level goes up immediately. He brings a lot to the table, and he's a great compliment either as a backup or as a co-point guard out there on the floor with Kevin Pangos.
And Dan Stockton, the last 49 minutes, just 1 turnover, 0 in this game. You're going to play a lot for Mark Few if you don't turn the ball over.
Without a doubt.
Dower comes a bucket. Hello,
back.
Sam.
Somebody's back.
The Magic has come home.
7 of 12 from the field. Talked about it there in the first half, only coming into tonight after the first 3 games with 4 field goals attempted per game. You can see nice little ball fake, lets the defense come down, and that's a tough finish. That is a tough finish.
That's H. You're playing horse. That's H.
First letter to you. But, you know, tonight, a lot more touches, aggressive when he got it. I thought the fact that he extended himself out a little bit and shot some jump shots early opened up things around the rim for him. And you know, this is just part of the growing process from a guy who played limited minutes to now is going to play some extended minutes. And you know, how does he continue to get better? Can he translate those limited minutes, that success on a limited level, to now I'm playing extended minutes? Can I continue to be as effective and as efficient as a player? And I think you're starting to see the fact that he can do that.
15.6 rebounds for Sam Dower. Modest Merninghoff on the floor as well for GU. It's Pangos. Back to Dower. Can he get to 17 here? Spangler was headed for the rebound and ended up with the ball.
That's one way to get the ball to your teammate. Throw that space. Somehow Ryan's able to.
Wake up, Ryan. Here he comes.
I don't think you're expecting Sam to kick it out on the low block, so he's just going to the glass. But
no, but you could tell Sam Dower has more confidence tonight than he has in any game yet. He was calling for the ball on that block.
And that was missing. That was missing to start the year. He's passive with his post-ups. Now he's, like you said, calling out for the ball, demanding his touches. And those guards will listen, especially with a guy who produces. It's not like he's a guy who's ineffective.
Sam Dower to the bench. His best games since last year against Cal State Bakersfield. Hayden Hordeman, freshman out of Bloomington, Illinois, on the floor for Western Michigan, along with others. Dan Loney, number 42, is out there. Brandon Pokley, number 10. And Mohamed Conte out there as well. Another turnover. 23 now for Western Michigan.
I'll tell you what, Western Michigan's going to go home, get some home cooking, sleep in their bed, and work on a lot of passing and catching because they've had a really tough time on this road stretch as far as taking care of the ball. Very uncharacteristic for a veteran ball club. That's something that they're going to have to improve upon if they're going to have any chance of winning that MAC West division again this season.
Pangos, no look to Hart in the corner for three. That one was almost down. The hair long. There's a deep three. And that finds the net by Hordeman. And that's going to do it. 20-point win for Gonzaga. 4-0 start to the season, but boy, does the schedule take an uptick now for GU.
Without a doubt, they did exactly what I thought they needed to do tonight. Become a more efficient basketball team, shoot the ball much better, get themselves a little bit more confidence going into the tougher part of their preseason schedule.
And Richard, we saw a lot from Sam Dower tonight. Elias Harris played well. David Stockton played well. I mean, it seems like it is still early, still November, but a lot of that growing and maturing we're starting to see already.
Yeah, Rob Zachary, yet again, another great game. I thought he was much more effective with his post touches, but I think overall you got better depth, quality players at every position. As a coaching staff, you can go deep onto your bench, and you know you're not going to have a real drop-off in that ability.
For Greg Heister, Dan Dickau, Richard Fox, Gonzaga, 20-point winner against Western Michigan, 78-58. Enjoy the rest of this holiday weekend. We'll see you next time. Good night, everyone.